Um, yeah, Ruiz, this is actually the giveaway was done yesterday. Yeah, this is what was won. Um, oh no, what did I just do with that? Thought that was a banana. Well, good morning to everybody. I just brought the chat up. Name your first son after me. Right on. Name your first daughter after me. I don't have a West Desert daughter. There's a lot of West Desert boys in this family. What I'm doing right now is running this acetone over. All these blades got put on with finishes on the handles going. So all these blades got a little bit touched, and the epoxy, I don't want to scratch up the blades cleaning the epoxy off, so I'm using this acetone and just trying to keep it fairly gentle because I had a good finish. So I want to just get that good finish back without necessarily marring the blades in any way. This one in particular, I'm really happy with the edge on this thing. I really like it. How is the weather? The weather is fantastic right now. Appreciate it. So this blade is hand shaped, so it's it's not perfect, but the edge is fantastic. So the edge is good, the handle's good and clean. We're gonna put some epoxy. I mean not epoxy. We're gonna put some linseed oil on it, and the handle another coat of that. And we'll set this one to the side. So see if we can get you slightly differently situated to accommodate. I'm gonna make a few more because I made this whole set. Originally, I was kind of making them for me, and thought they turned out so well. Want to show some appreciation uh, back to the community. Um, and so you know me, I'm gonna do a giveaway. This one I thought would be big. There was somebody that wanted a set, needed a set. Um, this is a nice starter set. I don't know if it'll compete with a $200 carving set, but it is much better than the $20 carving set it started out as. And I know you guys have been watching me build knives for a few weeks now. And I know it can get monotonous or maybe even boring, but I am learning. And um, part of my commitment to this is as I'm learning, other people can learn. And so I'll show what I'm learning as I'm learning it. Wes, I like the adaptations that you've been making to the carvers. Says the crazy country. I love that name. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm doing the best I can. Um, Certainly there are better out there, but I'm doing the best I know how. Um, that one's good. I'm gonna set it to the side over here. I'm gonna start with the ones that I think are the best off right now, because I do want to be careful that I don't do too much. So let's clean this one up next. Linseed oil away and go back to the acetone. And acetone is just good at stripping away any foreign glues or anything like that that might have gotten on the metal from various tasks. I've been using these, so all of them work well, um, short of the edge that I chipped up when I was trying to finish the handle. So that was a lesson learned. But as I mess up, I'm bringing you along with me, and we mess up together. If I can fix it, I'll show you how to do that too. Oh, what'd you say, Ruiz? I'm sorry. Please say you're gonna make another set, Wes, and raffle it off. I will probably make another set. I don't know if I'll raffle the whole set off at once again, because this is probably, a couple of weeks of work. And I still need a set. The next set I build will probably be for me, but I've got some other ideas. I don't necessarily want to pigeonhole myself into knives forever. My general theory is build whatever you can build tool wise, and then build something from that, right? So I've got to have some projects coming up that do something other than just be tools. But this thing has been invaluable. It's a nice little chisel. It's nice and small, so it's good for me for the little things, like I, I used it quite a bit on this to get in the little grooves, particularly here, riding that shoulder, getting in that edge. Very, very useful little tool, and it's better with a longer handle. The blade itself came with a handle about half that length, and it was not great. So again, I'll put my linseed oil finish on that. That blade looks good. I'll be okay sending that off. So that one's we'll call finito. We'll pop it to the side as well. He's got to save some heirlooms to pass down to another 50, 50, 80 years. That cover is awesome, says a crazy country seer. Thank you. Hey, Mitchell, how you doing? That Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. These mics, they're good, but they aren't the most. One of them, I think, is maybe losing its ability to charge, and they're identical. I don't know which is which. My apologies, everybody. Hey, Bug, how you doing? Sorry, everybody. Sorry. You've been shouting, trying to get my attention. Well, I apologize. Thank you. I appreciate your efforts to let me know. Wonderful. Thank you. Um, but yeah, so the goal was to go ahead and get that to a good edge, and we did. Just we already had, but we needed to clean it up. Putting another layer of linseed oil. It takes a bunch um, before it gets to that final finish that you want. And the final finish that you want is just for this to stay this way. And once it'll stay that way on its own for a day or two, you can put some finish on it. I'm gonna put a 2K finish. So that's all cleaned up. This is all cleaned up. Send this stuff away. Um, Pretty confident that it will perform and it'll show up pretty. So that's 3 down. These 3. A few more to go. This one's the worst. Um, this one's not far behind. So we'll go ahead and get this one first. As I did some handle shaping and stuff like that, it gets really tough to get next to that edge with the tooling. And clip that edge, I think. So we got to fix that. We're going to take these tools that already have finish on them away so they don't get debris from that sanding all over them. And the others can stay. They're going to get cleaned up again anyway. All right, first things first, let's clean this blade, see what's debris and what's not. Again, we're just using the acetone here. We want to be careful. We don't want that acetone getting next to the wood per se. It's not going to destroy it, but we don't want to affect our finish. Acetone can be aggressive. You see where those little nicks went right across? That is from West being whack. So if I put 30 coats of linseed oil, it will look like polished marble like your handles do. Um, the rule of thumb has been, how I heard it was, I might say this completely wrong. I hope I don't. Couple times a day, first day, and then like once a day for a week, once a week for a month, something like that. And then at some point you're done. I don't know. I typically make stuff in give it away within a month or two. So I don't really know about longevity. Um, I've sent some stuff out completely with a finish on it. I sent lots more stuff out with just the linseed oil on it so they could continue the process if they wanted, or apply their own finish if they wanted. This blade got beat up pretty good. So we're going to work on it pretty aggressively. It's going to mean, let's shift this out of the way. Just take a swig of the good coffee. Uh, Possibly, Mitchell. The isopropyl alcohol probably would be less likely to do some damage. Um, I don't know if it would be quite as effective on the epoxy, because that's mostly what's been the potential. Like on the edges, even on the ones when I glue the handles with wood glue, there's usually epoxy inside helping hold that blade in place. So let's go ahead and get some sandpaper on this thing and just get aggressive with it. I think I'm going to start out with maybe first, let's start out protecting this thing. Let's do that. First thing we're going to do is cover up this handle as best we can. I don't usually do this, so if I do it and it looks dumb, feel free to mock me. That's why I'm here. I'm on the internet, for crying out loud. However, be warned, I love to fight. So we'll do some of this. Now, the reasons that I make these handles fat is because I was in art school once. And if you're holding pencils, knives, X-Actos, whatever, often, like daily and for hours a day, you realize the ergonomics sometimes out of the factory are not great. Because they want to make something relatively affordable. And sometimes that's hard to do. To make it affordable and exactly good. Not artisan good. So I left a little lip so I can try to tuck it. So wherever I hit that shoulder, I hit tape instead of my edge. And I don't want it stuck exactly down because I want to be able to get to the very, very edge. I just want, if I bump into something, that it's going to be tape, not blade. I mean, not handle. So that's what we got. Let's get sandpaper. Let me tell you something I recently learned. I'm going to apply it right now. I'm an old dog. I'm an old dog. But, where's my, let's take this right here. We're going to stick that joint right there. So the reason I'm doing that, because I have these, they're great, but they're spongy. And what I found out, or I was told, that if this was firmer, I would get a better, um, stronger, sharper, what do you call it? Oh man, I'm losing the word. But I get a better finish. That's what it boils down to. I'll get a better finish. So I'm going to cut that loose. And now I've got that 400. And now I've got a hard surface. And that's 320. Let me mark that too, just so I know it. You gotta bear with me sometimes. You gotta make the tools as you go. You know this. You know what I be having to do. You know what I be having to do. You come in here, tell me what I be having to do. Okay, so that's 320 paper. We're gonna put that on there. All right. Hey Nick, how you doing? So there's that. Now this is a wet dry paper, and being as this activator, like even if the water were to get on our glue before it's set up, it would help our glue set up. So this is completely safe to do right now. I'm gonna put a slight little angle on that. We could concern ourselves with the entirety of this blade, but we are not. We are going to focus very much on this edge. on the bevel. I mean. May need to push this back a little bit. I just wonder how I can get to that edge a little easier. We certainly want to get to flat. Once we get to flat, we can kind of ride that edge and ride it flat, and it just flattens anything in between that ain't. And this is a 400, so this is pretty aggressive grit for where we're at, but it's going to be the closest thing that's going to be doing any real shaping to that edge. Everything else is going to be taking off a lot less material. So it's more refining what we do here. So it's going to be important here that we get that edge right at this grit, at this stage. And this is a wet or dry. Wet will help you get rid of particulates a little faster. But what we 100% don't want is our knife to go out whack and not sharp. I know it's boring. We gotta do good. What do you guys want to see built once I'm graduated from my knife phase? Or will I ever graduate from my knife phase? Boom, boom, boom. Now that edge is one edge. Still missing some spots. That side is good. it's not. Still missing some spots, and then we got that whole chip to pull out. A knife with a bad edge is a bad knife. Again, a knife with an edge is a bad knife. Again. Let's see. A katana. And matching wakizashi. Describe that. I know the katana part, but the matching wakatashi. But the grit would be the green or the blue or something pads that get those blemishes out for you. I do have heavier grits that I was hoping to put on. What I'm trying to get is that factory cut. If that factory cut's completely gone, that texture's completely gone, then I know that blade is completely smooth. And that's what I need. I think I might bump up a grit and cut it. I mean, we may as well. We do have 220 here. There's no point in not, doing the best we can. See if I can go a little bit faster for you. All right, this is a 220 on it. Holy moly. We might have to bump up to the green. I'm gonna try the and don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not after instantaneous results, but I am after a certain level of efficiency. And I might learn that it's unattainable. I might learn that it's just gonna have to go the long way. Don't cheat. Okay. That by far is the harshest sounding. You can hear it as that material starts to go away. It sounds different. Good. Still a little bit left on it. And this edge right here. For this, we're going to get a little scary. I want you to trust me. And I want you to know that what I'm doing is for the right thing, ultimately. Okay? Ultimately. Back to the 80 grit. We're all the way back to the 80 grit where things get rough. Now, along with that 80 grit roughness on this edge, you gotta straighten that blade out. I know this sounds hard. It's like, what are you doing? You must trust. Largest to smallest goes Damo Katana, Wakishi, Tanto, all have the same wrapping T scuba handle ornaments. Oh. Still got the chip on this side. Let's work it out. Let's work it out. Let me fold this over. Put my thumb on it. Because we're going to have to hit this side too. There is no you without me. I know. I'm doing this to this blade for a good cause. You gotta fix it. This is the same thing I'd be doing with a file. This is a little softer, a little gentler. Gives me a little bit more feedback. And then we'll come back to properly sharpening that blade. Might as well go back to the 80. That's what we got. Go ahead and recut that bevel. Now, I hated to kind of go back to that beginner grit, because that means you have to go through your whole grit process again to get back to sharp. That does suck a little bit, but it sucks more sending out a crappy knife. So we'll make the decisions that favor the tool itself. We may not have a perfect scratch pattern when we're all done, but we will have good, sharp knife. And it will be better than when we didn't have a knife. This is kind of like doing fingernails, isn't it? Just missed it. everything after the 400 becomes a more of a polish than a heavy sharpening. That's pretty good at 320. I think I'm going to go ahead and put another grit on. I think I'm going to put the 600 grit on. I'm going to have to cut some of that. Not 100% sure which is which. Let's look in our box. 15, 400. Don't want that. All right, here. 600. Let's just cut us a little piece out. Just to be cute, we use our same knife. So that's going to be and just to be sure, we give ourselves this little arrow. Told y'all sometimes we gotta make these tools as we go. Oh, this ain't exactly flat. Dang it. Not exactly flat. It'll be flattish on the edge. Oh snap, I'm running out. Drag it, smear it, try to get it on as much surface as we can. Let that go ahead and dry out, lock down. Should happen pretty quick with wood because of the moisture content. Slipped over a little bit. So my glove got stuck to it. Get off of there. I don't want to cut it out. I want to scrape it off. Either way, it can't be on there. All right. So, put some water on it. back to the 600. Hear that sounds when it's getting that fresh grit on it. From this point, we're going to keep directional, right? We're not going to go back and forth anymore. We're going to go towards that edge. Doing this by hand will also let you feel where your rough spots are that you may not actually feel when you're pushing this across a block. It's definitely getting better. After the 600, we're going to move up to the 1200 grit. After the 1200, we'll move up to 2000, I think. from that point, it should be sharp. From here on, trying to polish up that blade and get it better. We're going to make us another little block because that was great. That was really useful. So let me see if I got some other small scraps with flat edges. I think it's safe to say I do. I'm also running out of glue, so I'm gonna have to use epoxy for this next round. So let me get another grit. This is 2000. That keeps jumping in my lap. 1500. Don't want that right now. 1200. Right, y'all. These blueberries are delicious. Have to eat them like an anteater. I need something to mix this with. Pull that off. Get on there, you. Oh, stupid epoxy. I do not want that epoxy on there. On this side. So I'm gonna hit it again and protect it from that stupid glove. Epoxy does take a little bit longer to dry. Let's get this sat down and get it prepped and out of the way. This won't be an instantaneous bond. Still making it pretty, and our knife is like a doggone working tool. Yeah. What I was trying to do is reuse that epoxy. Didn't work. But while I got that down, I am going to put a little light dollop. away. And now we'll put a 2000 grit on this side. Oh, didn't cut it. I gotta clamp this. I need wood, not that. Okay. I've earned some coffee, I think. Cheers to you. Had a couple days ago and didn't know if I should add it to my collection. Oh, I missed everything, Mitchell. Hold on. I will go back though. I'll be all about. Hey, Palo, how you doing? Hey, Orton. As long as you keep fully loaded pew pew, there really isn't a need to lock up unless your aim is really awful. Uh-oh. If you run out, just lower your grit and swipe it a couple times on some broom finished concrete. Yeah. Ooh. I never knew how to sharpen a knife. Interesting. I have knives and stones. Couldn't get a good edge. Oh, you can always work it down with sandpaper. You just have to work your way all the way up to these high grits. Patience and a lot of practice. Correct angles, yeah, for sure. For sure. Now, we do have to wait for these to dry before we can go further. Let's make sure. And that only takes a few minutes. It's a 5-minute epoxy, which in reality means probably 6 or 7 minutes. But we do got to clean our blade back off again because we used it to get into that epoxy, which is fine. That's fine. Told you that epoxy is a blade uglifier. This acetone will just wake you right back up. Whew. Cleaner. Clean our blade back off. Hello, Irina from Russia. Hello, how are you? Good to see you again. Glad to have you in the chat. I'm gonna set him right down. Might as well hit it again with some 600, right? While it's waiting. Give me something to do with this next few minutes. I have been getting a pretty good YouTube lesson from in sharpening, like from all over. And after a while, just learn a theory, and then you can kind of go from there. And then sometimes you learn a new theory to add to what you know, or a new technique. More importantly, I think you learn that there's a lot of different ways to do things. The more you try, the more you'll know. This is sort of like taking the mountain to Muhammad, ain't it? All right, let's go ahead and get our... Let's see if this is good yet. You guys as impatient as me. I'm a little bit impatient about most things. Oh, it's a little gooey. I don't care. Let's see which is which. Our 1500 looks like that. So that's our 15. That other is our 2000. So this is what we're after right now. And we're going to wet our blade. It's doing pretty good. Whew. Okay, let's wipe that off. See what we got. The scratch pattern in between is not great, but the edge is doing great. Let's see, let me look at a little bit more what we got here. Mitchell, I'm back. That's an insightful question. Shaggy is actually a smart guy, but when it comes to Scooby snacks, his available intelligence drops quite a bit. That's funny. Zoinks. Let me make sure I didn't mess up my chat because, there's a weird chat filter thing that we've. See, man, that you don't even know is there. I didn't even know it's there, but YouTube is defaulting to it now. And it keeps people from even knowing their chats don't come through. And that's kind of sucky for a learning channel. So I apologize on not being aware of that, y'all. I just found that out recently. We're currently on the 2000 grit wet dry paper. And it really seems to be giving us a nice polish. Let us hope that we'll be getting a nice cutting edge along with it. Now we will strop. At this point, we have some confidence in our process. We have not tested our knife at all. We're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll see. Let's put the strap on it first. I think I prefer the condition of this side of the strap. So let's see. There is kind of a spooky comparison to make, for me anyway. There is the opportunity for me to compare the one that I sharpened and polished with a brand new one that hasn't been sharpened and polished, but came sharp. And that is the truth. When I bought these initially, I was happy with them, and they work. They come sharp. The theory for me is that bevel doesn't do the same thing in those two parts versus if it rolls across the entire blade edge. And that's what I've attempted to do somewhat. I don't think I succeeded entirely, but I think I did better than this. So let's take a weird look. Is that shadow band like a thing? Shadow banding is a thing. I don't know. It depends on like you get reported or you do some stuff that you weren't supposed to do. I don't know that I've been shadow banned. I don't know if that's ever happened to me. Um, I've had stuff drop and fall off, but my upward trajectory has always kind of gone up, even when things were going down. They were kind of going, still getting subs and stuff like that. So anyway, let me grab a piece of paper. Make an attempt to slice it and try not to embarrass myself. Or maybe I should do this with wood. Wood might be the best way. Look at this. Because, like I said, these are fine. They're not bad tools. I don't want y'all to think because I'm making these that these are bad tools. Look at that. Like, look at that. That's going to be tough to top. That's going to be tough to top. Let's see. Right away, what I notice is control. And that's a lot of the handle. The control feels better. Did you notice that my shavings just kind of jumped off with the other knife? Now notice the type of cut that I'm making. I'm going to show you and let you see the bulk of them. Let me pull this out a little bit. Watch the motion. Now that didn't get slow because I got tough. It got slow because I had enough control to slow it down right at that edge. It's a very controlled thing. Now, not that this is not, but this is different. This is me pushing with this thumb, and this is me cranking and controlling it all with my wrist. Right? I can get much finer slices. And the further back I go, so again, I like this a lot. I wouldn't front on this set. I would not. I do like these handles better. I do like this edge cut better. But I do not dislike this set. And if I were giving it away and I weren't just a fancy SpongeBob fancy pants, then I would just give away a set. But I want to give away like a custom set because I'm into custom stuff. Now that we got our edge, we can put another coat of the linseed oil on. We start with the neck. Work down. And there's no planet where you'd want that little knife over that one. Interestingly similar wood in the look, but this was definitely better stuff. So anyway, that's the knife that's going away in our set. So this is number 4 of our reconditioning this morning, making sure everything is nice and clean, and we can put it with the other stuff. It's not Beach. I forget, Mike. Um, Beach better have my money. That's so funny. What's up, Scoob? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Um, so now we've got these 4. Ugh. These 4 completed for this Monday. I meant for this morning. I almost said Monday. And they look grand. And remember, this was the stuff that it started out like, right? This and this. No disrespect. Hey, Mike. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Mike dropped a dub on your boy. Appreciate you, Holmes. Double up, double up, double up, double up, double up. Okay. Admit as funny as my earlier joke was. Man, I'm missing all your jokes, man. My hands be busy. I'm sorry. And when I look up, my monitor has already scrolled by and I can't bring it back. All I did was criticize some certain politicians on a political channel that interact each night. Oh, and then they messed you up. What was the wood I carved? I keep forgetting it. I've got a dozen woods that I'll show you how I forget. Because I don't know anything about wood. And I got all these blanks, and they come with labels on them, and they don't come in this bag. This is just where I store them to keep the dust off. But I get them from K. McCall, aka Eco Woodcrafts, and he labels them for me. And then when I start to use them or start to, carve them, the label comes off, and then I lose it in my mess, and then I forget forever. Usually. Forgive me how many. I'm not even gonna let y'all see me eat these blueberries like a cat. I just didn't want y'all also see me use these gloves. Chemicals all over them. Mike Osborne is in the building. Mike's showing some love. Y'all better heart Mike's dap. The tall grass tickles. What? Wait, what? Whoa. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm gonna go back and check the beginning of that joke at some point. Not right now. All right. We gotta do this edge. This one was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. We carved that up pretty bad. gotta fix that edge. And this one's a curved, like a slightly curved edge, so it's a little harder to get figured out, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna start with the 80 like a couple of lunatics. A couple of lunatics, like y'all are involved with it. Like a lunatic. Going to be creating an incredible burr on the other side, so we're going to get that too. The further we go, the better we find, short of the most effective, efficient way. And then we just go that way, you know? And this seems to be the way. Whetstones aside, I am cutting this edge again, beveling this blade again, so it's not exactly the same scenario that I'm typically going to use my whetstones for. But we are competing with very good edge from the factory, very good micro bevel from the factory. And we're competing with that because we want it sharp. You don't want to have a knife be less sharp than original. Going through all this effort for modifications and whatnot. And what I'm doing now is pulling the chips out of that edge, which is going to certainly dull the whole edge. But we're going to reform it as we go. You can hear it cutting back in to give our edge back. I don't know if at that angle you can see it as well as I can, but I'm just watching that edge slowly work its way back. And sometimes I will sacrifice the beauty of my scratch pattern just to try to get a little bit more depth in the sharpening. It never pans out perfect, but it never pans out poorly either. So we're gonna move up to the 120. Now we might as well go ahead and hit the 120. One more thing. After that, to our sandpapers. I don't know what happened to my channel just now. It just said, "Hey, you're live," like I wasn't. So maybe I wasn't for a second. Already with the 120, we can see some shine, some polish starting to happen. We're gonna put the 220 on it. Everything's better with 220 on it. Mike said he likes the shape of this one better. Thank you. Oh, Mitchell, is my YouTuber doing goofiness? That's what's happening? Is it frustrating everybody out of my chat? My bad. Technically not my bad, but still sucks. Let's see. Let's go to the 4. I mean, not the 4, the 320. And we gotta put some agua on it. So while we're looking for water, we'll put some coffee in there. Get it easier. And again, y'all, I was recently told that all I'm doing is a bunch of knives and, and mallets. Gonna go back out into some new stuff because 2 months ago, knives were new to me. 6 months ago, so were mallets. But I'm gonna learn stuff as I go. I'm gonna show you guys as I go. And hopefully that'll be enough to have a semi-successful channel. Maybe get to a place of some funding. We'll see. We're going to bump it up to the 600 now. Boo to the haters, Wes. Every time I watch a new video of yours, I have a leveled up more of your ideas and skills and execution. Well, thanks. Well, I am careful not to define people um, as haters per se, because there's some truth to some of it. I don't know. So I try to keep my mind open so that the criticism isn't ignored. Just with this a valid perspective in it, I do try to consider it, but I also do try to consider my core audience, um, and that are the people who are willing to deep dive a little bit from the start to at least um, learn it to an effort where we can produce something good. You know, I don't like the idea of making a knife one time and not refining it, not learning some ins and outs, and trying to produce something that's, you know, worth having, which is certainly a different thing than producing something worth watching. We just shifted over to the 2000 grit right now from the 12 that we were just working with. But, Scoob, I will say this. People like you who are in the membership arena, those are the people who represent the actual channel, and the people who found enough value. So I am going to continually temperature check with you all. Certainly. Before I'm just checking for the children in the comment section. Sometimes there's some children in there. And we can't tell always who's who in the comment section. But in the membership section, there's no denying. There's no denying. There's no kids in there goofing around. There's no haters in there. Cannot do that with a dull knife. And now look how I'm holding this, right? Got my whole fist on it. This is why I make these a little bit bigger. Not enormous, but bigger than the originals. So that you don't have to squeeze so tight. You can just hold it. And you have a lot more points of pressure, which means more control. So, I think we've got that in a good place. I'm going to hit it with strop one time. And then we'll go ahead and call that one a completed thing. And we can put some linseed oil on it and get it ready to package up and ship out. I just don't like that side. It gets bumpy. I don't know what's up with that. I think I'm going to use my leather to make some more strops too. It's a good knife. Let's put the linseed oil upon him. My internet keeps lagging, so I'm going to split. Hope y'all have a good Saturday. All right, Scoob. Sorry you're lagging, friend. Hope you have a good Saturday. I know that's frustrating. I have had that frustration myself. oil this hawk up. So now we've got, is that all of them? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We did it all. Let's go take a look. This is our whole set. It's all going out. This is going out too, but this is going out to Ruiz because he's dope. Great channel support. And this is going to TJ. And we also have a couple of bonus things that are going out. Excuse. To the homie M. McCall, because he's dope. And I thank y'all for joining me, and I appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to scramble for now. I'll be back later when I've got bigger fish to fry. But I'm going to see y'all later. We are going to do this bathroom this weekend. We're going to work on that for sure. And hopefully y'all hang out with me while I do it. I'm going. West does it.